What up, everybody? It's Southern Wrath, giving everybody a little different of a perspective on this one. I've been hearing many theories on, what they think the Georgia Guidestones are, who they think built them, all kinds of stuff, and it's just really strange because the Georgia Guidestones has actually been around for like 40 years. Okay, again, 40 years. Okay, like people like me, and I'm serious. Like when this happened and everyone was talking about it, I thought like, oh, okay, cool, everybody's gonna talk about it. Nobody knows anything. Like nobody knows anything. Nobody knows about these things. That's weird. Like to me, it's weird. I'm starting to find out how many things I guess that I think everyone knows that they don't. Like I kind of think it's common knowledge, and it's not, I guess. But anyway, so I'm not gonna go into what the Georgia Guidestones are. Like you can totally figure out what it is. That's the easy part. What I want people to understand is they did this on purpose. This is not like some patriots, out there and then blew it up and whatever the hell. Okay, they have cameras all around this thing. So I don't know how they don't know who did it, what they used. I don't know how we keep getting the camera views of where you can't see the explosion or what exactly was used. It's a little sus to me. Um, but what really gets me, if anybody knows anything about these high-end rituals or these Elias rituals, okay, Super Bowl halftimes is what you would call a high-end ritual, okay? This I don't know yet. This is kind of something I haven't really seen before, because this is one of their symbols that they threw in front of our faces, right? And for 40 years, nobody did anything. Nobody said anything. Like they vandalized it a couple of times. That was it. It's like they spray paint some stuff. That was it. But now somebody destroyed it with a cornerstone. I wonder what language was written on the one that was destroyed. I haven't been able to find that out yet, but I'm kind of curious. Um, on 9/11, they took down buildings. The buildings that fell, I have a theory, have 9/11 on the cornerstones. And the reason why I'm talking about the cornerstones is because that's definitely Masons. Okay, that's how they operate. It's what they do. It's a symbol to them. Okay. Everybody's trying to say, the people who say, I've even heard people, the people who made the Georgia Guidestones aren't bad people and all that. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're talking about millions of people have to die before they get what they want. Like, you're insane. You're stupid. And then, like I said, I keep hearing that, it's the good guys that blew it up and stuff like, no, it was them. It's them. They did this. This is a symbol or an activation to what they believe, to how they operate. This is an action that is familiar to them. Okay, this is not, the people are fighting back and all this. This has been here for 40 years. Nothing's happened. They did this. This is some sort of signification, some sort of symbol that something is going to happen or something has happened. Either something has been completed or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But I think it's weird how they took out one cornerstone and it's still standing. They decided to take down the whole thing. That's weird. That reminds me of 9/11. It reminds me of Building 7. Building 7 had minimal damage. It was still standing. They pulled it. Why? Because this is a symbol to them. The action itself is a symbol to them. And 9/11 on the Tree of Life, okay, there's a dark side to the Tree of Life. And in the Cliff Hoth, which is the dark side of the Tree of Life, there's 11 Sephiroths. They went from 9 which is the number of our realm. They went to 10, which is 1 and 0, is the completion of a cycle, which represents heaven. They surpassed heaven and intruded into heaven and became a creator, which means 11, 9, 11. That's what 9/11 was. It was an elitist ritual. This, they took out the cornerstone. It didn't completely fall, and then they destroyed it. They are showing you what they are planning to do. I really want to know what language was on this cornerstone. What languages were on it? I have a feeling this is a signification of them. They're about to do something to whatever country has their language on this. And I have a feeling it's America. This is not the good guys did it and they got away with it. This is what they do. You need to start looking into your enemy. You need to start looking into how they operate. This screams Masons. This screams Jesuits. It screams Rosicrucians. It screams globalists. One world religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this screams to me. And that's what I'm saying. When they destroyed the cornerstone, it's still standing. They destroyed it. They destroyed the rest of it. They destroyed the rest of it. They destroyed the rest of it. That's what they do. There's a reason why they do that. You need to start looking into your enemy. You need to see how they operate, why they do the things they do, why they believe what they believe. And when you see things like this, you're gonna be like, nope, that's them again. They're not scared in a corner. You haven't backed them into a corner. They're doing shit like this right in front of you. They're not scared of you. The only way you can make them scared is if everyone sees and knows what they're doing and resists together. This is not going to happen if we have this left and right shit. It's not. People have to be willing to see it for themselves. This has been here for 40 years. Nobody barely even fucking knows about it. Until this happened. That's crazy. I'm Southern Wrath. Let me know what you think. You think I'm nuts? You think I'm onto something? You want to know more about what it is that I'm talking about, what I'm on? Hopefully I'll try to be able to do something on this again. Not really the Georgia Stones, but just this topic. It's come up quite a few times, and I think it's kind of weird how it keeps coming up. And I'm really not trying to bring it up. I do videos when I feel like something's important and I need to talk about it. And this is this is crazy. And everybody seems to think it's something completely different. I think that's nuts. I think it's nuts. I think it's weird how nobody knows how the true enemies of our country operate. And that is the Masons. I'm sorry. They created the KKK for fuck's sake. Okay? And don't tell me that they didn't, because when it comes to the Illuminati, let me explain something, okay? The Illuminati doesn't exist anymore. Get off that shit. All right? Like, seriously, grow the fuck up, learn something. The Illuminati is gone. The Illuminati's no more. They went after the Illuminati because they were doing things out in the open that they didn't want them to do. If you do something that they believe in and they practice and you do it out in the open, they'll destroy you for it, even though they agree with what you're doing. So let me get this straight. They allowed the KKK to do what they were doing, but they don't agree with it? Bullshit. It's a part of their plan. Oh, there's that word again. The plan. Yeah. If you believe that you are winning and they are scared, you are a part of their plan. Where I go, I'm willing to go alone. I do not need any of you next to me to do what it is that I need to do or what it is that I believe in. Where you go one, you go all, that is a curse. You are cursing each other to ensure that you will go through with the plan, just like the fallen angels. They cursed each other to ensure that they would go through with the plan. If you are not seeing what they're doing, you're off. Sorry. I'm one person. I've researched this kind of stuff or studied this guy. I hate that word now. Research. It's been thrown around so many times. It doesn't even mean anything to me. I study things. I actually still go to the library and try to get books that will show me something that is real. And I just, it doesn't make any sense. I'm not some kind of professor. If I can find this, so can you. This is a symbol. This was an action. It means something to them. You need to find out what it is. I'm Southern Wrath. Be safe.